Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here, playing some more Pathfinder Adventures, and it's time to finally, hopefully, maybe finish the 5th adventure here with Into the Runeforge. Now, in the original version of this scenario, you got the villain kind of starting in his own place, similarly to what we've seen in one of the other scenarios here. So you have to kind of close all the other locations and then get into the middle. I think, actually it's been a while since I've played this, I could be totally wrong. Is this right? Maybe, we'll see. Anyway, in the legendary version, whenever you find a henchman from a location, you roll 2d4, and all the checks for the rest of the turn are increased by that amount that you roll, which is pretty difficult because that means that closing some of these places can get very difficult indeed. Also, we'll see in the preview that the villain is immune to the attack trait, which means that especially Sione gets a big old helpful heaping of statue dick. Alright, we got night approaches, so you fail to get a boon, lose a blessing. Oh, and then boons are harder to get by 5. Wow, we're going to be losing a lot of blessings. That's one of the worst combinations ever. Since this is my first time playing, I will not do anything about it, but we'll just see what happens. So yeah, he's immune to attack, so that means that Sione is doing a combat 28 with, you know, her D4 strength, which is awesome. Yeah, so that's cool. And then we got High Lady Athroxis, which is just like a bunch of fire damage. Some of my characters can handle it. Amiri and Sione are both have resistance. Amiri has resistance 1 to all damage, and then Sione resists fire and electricity damage in particular. So that is something I'm hoping for. And then we just got these guys. So again, 1 fire damage. So again, everybody is going to take that, except for Sione and Amiri. Alright, yeah, let's take a look. Is the villain all by himself in this Runeforge hub? Or, yeah, so this is just the villain, so you have to close everything else. Okay, makes sense. Now we have to close, that means 6 other locations, losing a blessing every single time we fail to pick up a boon, which is going to be a lot at the time, because boons are harder to get by 5. God, the scaling on that is ridiculous. Okay, so let's see. We got intelligence or knowledge. You know, I guess Ezra just needs to start here. He's just the only one who can possibly do that at all. Wisdom or perception, constitution or fortitude. I guess Harska's going to go here. He's our best person for that. Wisdom or survival. Okay, so wisdom or survival has to be Amiri. And then charisma or diplomacy's got to be Sione. This actually is not too bad. I'm going to put Sela here, because she only has 1 item, so she's the least likely to get screwed over by this Vault of Greed, which means that Kira goes there, and okay, we're just going to have to hope for the best. So obviously the ideal situation is that I find the henchman before I find any of the boons in any of the locations, and I can basically find 5 boons before the night approaches becomes worse than just the typical wildcard of you lose 5 blessings. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we dodged that bullet. So that is actually really good use of Sela scouting. Not only am I getting a free extra exploration, but because there was no way she was ever going to make a dexterity 10 check, I'm actually saving a blessing from the top. So that was like worth 2 free extra explorations. Now I'm going to use my spyglass right away, because if there is a boon on top, I want to actually move it to the bottom. Okay, well that was not a good use of spyglass because both of these are monsters. But maybe what I can do is attack both of these things. Alright, let's do that. So let's go fight the boar. I don't think I need to flip a card for this, because this boar is going to be really easy. There's nothing that makes monsters harder right here, neither scenario effects nor wildcard effect. Yeah, that was guaranteed. Now the succubus is going to be a little bit more difficult, but I can pretty much use this troubadour without any costs, because I don't need the troubadour for closing the location. Alright, combat 17, a little bit more difficult. Let's go ahead and flip a card here. Ah, I lost Poog. That's kind of unfortunate. Harsk, yeah, you can shoot an arrow. Let's shoot a Crown of Charisma, because you don't need that. Sione's closing the Charisma location. Okay, succubus goes down. And I guess now I'm going to just end my turn and scout. That was the 2 monsters. That was actually quite improbable. But there's only 2 monsters in this location, so everything else here is boons and the henchman. Which means I want to scout as much as possible and get a lot of value from my ability. I don't want to just explore into boons that I could have scattered away anyways. I'm going to use the spyglass here, just in the logic that, again, if there's boons, I want to try to avoid them. Okay, well, let's see. I can actually... Oh, crap. I was thinking since it helps you on survival, that this would be something I could pick up. But it's intelligence craft. Even though it gives a survival check, it cannot be picked up with survival. Amiri's intelligence is obviously D4, so this would be a check of 11. It's not going to work. I could consider having Ezrin come over. Could he make an intelligence 11? I mean, he'd have to play a blessing, definitely. Which is, like I've said before, no better than just, you know, losing the blessing off the top. However, there is the value that this does help. It helps Amiri make a survival check. So maybe I will try this. I don't know if Ezrin's actually adjacent to this location or not, but for the time being, we'll fight this cut purse. Should I bury a random card or try to make this check? Well, what is this? Dexterity or wisdom? I mean, I could do this, which would stop me from having to bury a random card. Anybody got something that can help with wisdom, maybe? Like a sagacity or something? How about improved guidance? That seems decent. So I'll fail if I roll a 1. Rolled a 2. Okay, cool. So you dodge that bullet. And we get to even recharge my guidance, which is lovely. Oh, God, I keep forgetting. Well, I don't need this cold resistance thing. If it was fire resistance, I'd keep it for all the things that deal fire damage. And this thing's actually pretty hilariously easy. I can just reveal my weapon and guaranteed kill it. Alright, now I don't want to explore into this potion, so let's actually take a look. Ezrin is adjacent, so Ezrin, if I can just play this game well, could actually maybe come over here, if I could remember, making this extra easy because it's actually right now. That's augury first. Alright, there are 6 monsters in this location, so, I mean, it's not that unlikely to hit them all. And the villain's in his own place, so there's no way that that's ever going to get shuffled by me finding the villain elsewhere, so that's good. Alright, pick up another haste, which is interesting. Okay, so now I need to go over and try to get that potion of ruggedness. Alright, intelligence. I can't use my pyromaniac. It only works on arcane or divine. Oh, jeez. Alright, well, I got a 50-50 chance as it is, so I could just let it be. But actually, this is pick up a boon. So if anyone's got a blessing of the gods, yeah, Amir, you got us into this jam. You can get us out of it. There we go. Alright, so I picked up the potion. And it's a little bit awkward now because I want to give this to Amiri, which means I have to start my turn here. Actually, that's not that awkward. Yeah, right. Amiri's just going to have her next turn, then at the start of Ezrin's next turn, he just gives her the card. Okay, perfect. So let's do that. Let's end the turn. Now Sione's up. And let's see, we can scry. What do I want to scry? This place only has... No, I didn't want to do that. Okay, well, I guess it happened. So, you know, I shuffled a bunch of boons, which could still be good. I wish I had actually thought about my decision, but whatever. That'll do, pig. And there's Falling Bell. Now, this is just the preliminary check. Yeah, this is to defeat it. Yeah, so no, I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to actually try to make the real check. Which Sione can make. She's got a dexterity blessing here. 94%. Yeah, let's just do it. It banishes no matter what. So let's just take the 94% odds. And I have to discard a card. Geez. Well, I guess I don't need an incanter and a pyromaniac. So, that'll go. And should I explore again with this pyromaniac? Alright, we'll do it. Alright, so this is doable. Obviously, I'd rather it be Diplomacy 10 than Diplomacy 15. You can see that makes a huge difference. But Sela does have a Diplomacy for 2 dice that recharges. So I can pick this thing up. Alright, and let me take a look at what I just picked up. I don't think I know what that card is. What is this now? Recharge this card at 2d6 in the magic trait to your strength or melee combat check or to your stealth check. Interesting. So it's not helpful for Sione, but I can discard it to explore. And there's a bugbear. Alright, well, let me use the wand. I think the wand will come back before it's time to like fight anything super hard. And this way, Harsk can shoot an arrow. Let's shoot out a Sage. Because Harsk is at a place with Constitution Fortitude, so he's not going to need the Sage to close his location. So yeah, with the wand and an arrow, I can avoid having to discard a card for Sione's ability. Alright, so the wand goes back. Got through 3 of the cards. That's pretty good. Just go ahead and end the turn. Hey, got Scrying again. Nice. And Kira's up. So nothing fancy going on with Kira. Guess we're just going to explore. What's this blessing? Or Gorgabachov. And there's that thing. Okay. Well, it's an 11 instead of a 6, which makes a bit of a difference. These are rechargeable blessings, so I guess I might as well try to, you know, to roll the dice. Okay, I'm not going to keep this because it's a shield, and shields suck. Oh, God, I keep forgetting. Well, this thing... Oh, I should have used it. It could have helped Ezrin pick up his thing. Oh, man. I got to remember that. Yeah, I'm going to hang on to that. I guess we'll recharge one of these blessings. Constitution. That could actually help Harsk. So I'll get rid of that. And then I suppose I'm just going to end my turn. I'm not going to try to power through it. I am going to recharge away this shield, though. Okay. Harsk's up. Let's see. Let's do a Spyglass. This is fine, just to see what he's got. Mass Brilliance, I don't think is... Yeah, I'm just going to have to lose a blessing to that. I don't really care. So, do I want to fight this Ogrekin? Sure, I'll fight an Ogrekin. That's fine. So, hopefully... I mean, really, the only annoying one is the last one. Everything else is pretty irrelevant. And even the last one's not that big of a deal. Having it go to the bottom of the deck only matters if you fail something later and the location gets shuffled. Oh, hey, this is actually relevant. This is a bonus against giants. Bam! So I don't actually have to play any other cards to kill the hell out of this thing. I guess I should use my eagle. What location do I want to take a peek at? Well, Seela's about to scout this place. So I guess we'll take a look at the Halls of Wrath. Ezrin augured it, put 3 monsters on the bottom and then left, and it's another monster. Alright, well, nothing I can really do about that, so I guess Ezrin is just going to have to fight that thing. And, yep, so now we're going to waste a bit of scouting. Maybe I should have just used the eagle on this location, but then the Spyglass would have still been, yeah, there's no way I could have been perfectly efficient. Alright, and there's the henchman. Alright, so I've managed to dodge the approaching knight pretty well. I'm definitely going to do this now. This is going to be a difficult location to close, but I believe somebody's got a wisdom blessing. Oh, shoot. Okay, yeah, that was pretty bad. So it's going to be a wisdom perception 19. Yeah. It's not the greatest. I'm going to say it's not the greatest, but I believe there's enough blessings in the party that I could still do it. So, combat 27, huh? Alright, I guess we'll do this short spear and flip a card. And what is this here? Disable craft, fortitude, or survival. Yeah, that's not helpful. And then Harsk, you got a little bit too many crossbows here, buddy. I don't think you need the Deathbane. 88%, that's not quite good enough. Anybody got a little bit more help? What you got, Ezrin? Orb of Ice? Sure, let's do that. 98, okay, 98 should hopefully do it. God, that was not that close. That was pretty good. Alright, so we gotta make a Wisdom 19. I mean, she does have a D8 for Wisdom. She does get to flip a card. Still at 0. Awesome. Alright, anybody got more Wisdom? Somebody had a Wisdom, didn't they? Yes, you didn't ever use your Wisdom, so there's a couple of D8s. Alright, we're up to 45. And that's Wisdom, so I guess we're up to 94. Still not good enough, so I guess we'll throw in one of your rechargeable ones. Get that up to 98. I mean, 98 I technically shouldn't really be doing, but I'm spending a lot of blessings. Oh, I can change my Fanged Falcon for a dagger. Ah, lucky day for me. So we closed one place in 7 turns, which I guess isn't awful. It's not great. I haven't scouted away. I haven't scouted any of the other henchmen. So I'm kind of at the mercy of the order of the deck, pretty much. Just, you know. You know what, I'm gonna save that Pyromaniac. We have a difficult fight coming up versus that Warlord. Alright, so Amiri's up. And I guess we'll just go. Ah, it's a henchman. That is really, really good. Now, that does mean Ezrin's going to take a damage because he's here. But that's okay. I am fine with that. So this is just the dexterity check, so I don't need to make that. We'll just take the damage and resist it. And then Ezrin, on the other hand, is definitely gonna take a beating. I don't think I need invisibility in this scenario. Oh, wait a minute, what am I talking about? I got a Sage and Medallion. Let's use that first, then we'll get rid of our crappy cards. Okay, getting lucky on my recharge checks. And combat 26. Well, that's my last weapon, so I'm gonna hang on to it. Let's recharge the tiger, because why not? Let's do one of these armors. Yeah, this one blocks fire, and this is only combat, so let's bury that one. Harsk shoots, so I don't think I need a venomous crossbow and the black arrow thing. Yeah, this is actually kind of weak, so let's go ahead and do that. 95%, huh? Still not quite good enough. Anybody got a little bit of rechargeable help for me? No. Well, that's Favor of Iomedae, I guess. Sunburst, I suppose. Alright, we'll shoot one of these and take it up to 99. Okay, now let's close this difficulty 6. Man, rolling high on those 2d4s, but I could still make it here. We got a Gazra, which it adds 2 dice to closing. I'm gonna bury, I guess I'm not gonna, well, I got more weapons in medic. I'm gonna bury my weapon. It's fine. And then 79, not good enough. Anybody got some wisdom here? Constitution, no. That's just a blessing of the gods. Oh, right, what am I doing? Oh, God. Undo all that. I forgot about this. Yeah, you can use it on someone else. I'm just going to banish the Potion of Ruggedness and call it a day. Alright. That was good. That was a lucky find, that Potion of Ruggedness. Gotta say. Okay, so, yeah, we closed off a couple of places. Now let's take a look at the map. So, Amiri wants to do what? Definitely not Halls of Wrath. This place is already closed. So she can do Constitution or Perception. Well, Constitution's definitely better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end my turn and travel here. And that way, I'm just going to leave everyone be. She can move over and join Harsk. Now, Ezrin's in an interesting spot because Seela... Seela's stuck there. Where does she want to go? I mean, I guess she could do Constitution Fortitude as well. But mainly what annoys me is that there's this thing here. Yeah, I want her to move here so she can put that Mass Brilliance to the bottom. So I'm actually going to use one of my hastes. No. I got to remember, there's a bug. If you use haste before you explore, you don't get to explore. So let's go ahead and do this right this time. Let's fight this Warlord. With, oh, I actually don't have that many combat spells, Jesus. Alright, so let's do Lightning Bolt. Let's use my Pyromaniac Mage here, because this doesn't even work. It's Intelligence or Knowledge, so the Pyromaniac Mage cannot help me close it. 95%, pretty solid. I guess Harsk will shoot an arrow. And we'll take that Warlord down. Then afterwards, I'm going to remember, ooh, nice. Ah, crap, I forgot. Kira's got that staff that she should really have been revealing. That might have spared me the need to shoot an arrow. Alright, that's actually kind of cool. Those two, the Robe of Runes that Ezrin has, plus the staff that Kira has, made that a guaranteed recharge on Lightning Bolt, which is kind of a hard spell to recharge. Alright, so now I'm going to cast Haste. And I'm going to move Seela here, which is pretty strong. So you might say, well, Boris, you know, haste would give an extra exploration, but this essentially gives 2 extra explorations, because Seela gets the free movement of the Mass Brilliance onto the bottom of the deck, and that is a check that she would have failed, anybody would have failed, and for that reason, it prevents a blessing from being lost to Night Approaches, so it's actually more valuable than having Ezrin go himself. What's this thing? Oh yeah, that's a pretty big one. Well, now I can, I guess, just use haste to explore again. And there's the henchman. Alrighty. Well, let's see if we can get anything good. I mean, I had Force Bolt already, so it wasn't that big of a deal. This is actually really cool, getting +4 on all of Ezrin's checks. I've never had this setup before. I've never actually had anyone for whom the Staff of Ordicon was good enough that it was actually worth keeping it. Okay, rolled minimum, that's good, because this is not a trivial check here, although Ezrin is good at it. I'm not going to evade that, that would be silly. So here we're going to take a damage. And the damage, I think, is going to be on invisibility. I just don't see Ezra needing this. This would have been good if the villain was, like, out and about, and I might have needed to dodge it, but since that's not the case, I'm fine with it. Alright, let's take a look at what's happening here before I decide how to do this. So we're up to 82%. Let's see what happens if Harsk just shoots an arrow. 98%. I never like doing it 98%. But let's do it. Okay, got through, that's good. So let's recharge this. So it's a recharge of, oh right, this is a recharge of 10 normally, which is actually kind of low, I think. I'm pretty sure Lightning Bolt has a higher recharge. But it's made harder by 2 because of the scenario ability that you rolled a 2d4. Well, luckily I rolled minimum on my 2d4 versus this henchman, otherwise I would not have successfully recharged that card. Okay, so what do we got here? Knowledge, 14. Could have been worse. I mean, I'm still going to have to play a Blessing on this, clearly. Blessing of Gazra. I actually don't think it's right to play Blessing of Gazra on this because there are going to be more difficult checks that need to be helped. This could help. Fortitude actually is good because that helps close. Let's just use this Favor of Iomade. Actually, wait a minute. What am I talking about? Sione's going to have to do a Charisma. This is actually, the ability of the Iomade is relevant. Yeah, let's just maybe do a Blessing of the Gods. So 99. I only fail if they both roll 1, which I've had happen before, but didn't happen that time, thankfully. Alright. So we've closed off 3 locations, which is pretty good. And I get to do this, really? For some reason? Well, it's a monkey anyway, doesn't matter. The monkey could be good, though, because the monkey lets me automatically pick up some boons, which could be helpful. So I can teleport now, if I wish. Well, Ezrin, if he's going to do anything, it would be Wisdom, because he's got a D10 Wisdom. So that's where he's headed anyways. I don't really see a point for him to teleport over. So, yeah, let's just end the turn. Alright. Well, I guess now Sione should scry a location. She can scry that place, or not that place, or this place. Well, there's 1 monster out of here, 2 so with the henchman, so 2 out of 7 versus 3 out of 9. So this is more likely to matter, so I'm going to go ahead and do it on Kira's location. And it shuffled a bunch of crap. So I guess that, you know, that always has some value to shuffle away stuff and give the chanceman a chance to get back to the top. Though I would have rather just found a monster. And then we proceed. Blessing of Gorum is not happening, so away with that. And we lose a card off the top, too. Should I explore again with the Blessing of the Gods? Well, we're doing pretty good, I think. So we've closed off half the locations in less than half the time. I don't think I need to play Blessings to keep going when Blessings are becoming a bit of a scarce resource. Alright, Kira's up. Let's go ahead and get... what's this? Sivana. Alright, let's get in there. And it's a sneak. Well... I'm just going to have to discard a card, I think. Oh, wow, I rolled high. Never mind. I was going to discard the Sahedron Medallion. I guess I will recharge it instead. Okay, so let's use... Well, can I use a Sunburst here? Is that possible? What would that be? 99%. That seems pretty solid. I'll take it. Oh, God, this is so annoying. Alright. Well, shoot. Guess I'll recharge that. And now I'm going to roll the dice here with this golem. So this golem will destroy anything other than a henchman or a villain. So hopefully it will be a boon or a monster, which is honestly pretty lucky. I mean, it'd be pretty difficult for it not to be that. Consecration. Well, I could have picked that up and maybe gotten some extra blessings, so that was pretty much the worst thing possible. I would have much rather gotten rid of that sneak. Should I play this to explore again? It is rechargeable. Sure. Let's go. Flask of Shock. I don't think that's happening. Nope. Intelligence Arcane is not happening. Not even close. So that sucks. I really wish that it had been this that had gotten blown up, but, well, if wishes were horses, then all my beggars would come true. So let's go ahead and end the turn. Tragically. Now we're down to half the time already. Shoot. I don't actually want to explore this. I want Sila's turn to happen first. So I guess what I'm going to do is fly like an eagle to where Sione is and make sure that this isn't like a horrible thing for me to bump into. Like if it was the henchman, I wouldn't go here. Orb of Magic, shoot! So, doing this means I lose a turn. Can Sione pick up an Arcane 14? I mean, she'd have to play a Blessing on it. Yeah, it sucks, but I guess I'm just going to come over here and lose another turn. We were kind of lucky for a little while here with these boons. But then I started kind of getting unlucky. So now I've got about half the time left to close half the locations. Alright, there's a toad. Alright, what are you here? We're looking at Wisdom, Survival, Intelligence, Arcane. Okay, so Sione could pick that up. And she'd have to spend a blessing on it, but it would be mitigated somewhat by the fact that she would get to explore again. Alright, now Seela's up. Let's scout away this brilliance. Even though she has the Divine skill, Divine 15 is a little bit much. And there's Mass Agility. God darn it. Ah, I don't want this. Alright, well, let's flip a card. 35%. That's rechargeable. Anybody got that? Dexterity thing? God, blessings are kind of in low supply here. This doesn't actually work because it would make this an intelligence check instead of a divine check. I guess I'm gonna, let's take a look at just what happens if I flip this blessing. It goes up to 96. Alright, I guess that's worth doing. It's a rechargeable thing that prevents me from losing a turn, so that's fine. Okay, next up, I actually gotta think about this Revelation Quill here. This is pretty important, because Revelation Quill lets me look at 5 cards. So there's a 5 out of 6 chance to find the henchman or villain there. There's a guarantee that I find the villain or henchman there. And then there's a, 5/8 chance I find the villain or henchman there. So it seems like I should probably do it in one of the places where it's more or less a guarantee. It lets me not have to do the toad here. But this place, let me think about this. Am I wasting any value by doing it here because I already know it's the toad? I mean, not really. I definitely don't want to do it here because if the villain or if the henchman is on the bottom, that would really, really suck. So I definitely need to have Kira explore one more time. Seela is here, so she's going to be getting through this place more rapidly than other people would get through their places. So I guess what I want to do then is one of these 2 spots. I don't have to make up my mind yet. So let's just go back to Seela, and I'm going to recharge away my armor. Ah, never lucky. So we got the ghoul, which means I don't get the free scouting, which kind of sucks. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of the spike chain. I don't really need that. And no one has to do any more dexterity stuff, so I'm actually just going to discard that thing. Try to get more blessings. And I did. Alright, so Miri's up next. Well, I suppose Miri can at least fight the ghoul so that Seela can try scouting again at the start of her next turn. Although she doesn't have that many turns left, so I need to be a little bit careful about my turns. Alright, so I don't need all these damn weapons. Let's get rid of this weakest one, I suppose. And I don't want to spend a blessing to go again, because Seela is here, and if I find a boon, it would actually be counterproductive. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to stop. And do I want to move anybody? I don't think I do. I could have Seela wipe away the toad, I suppose. But that it's not much better than wiping away whatever is there. Although, I mean, she could, I guess, find there's a barrier and a monster left over here. So, maybe what I really want to do, actually, is go again. So that I can Revelation Quill this place. No, I don't want to Revelation Quill this place, because then Kira's stuck here. Yeah, we need to Revelation Quill this, or this, and then this place, just let it be Seela. The question is, I really want to not have to have Seela scout into the monster or the barrier. Do you have your eagle? Hold on, you do have your eagle. Okay, so maybe what we need to do is this. I'm going to fly like an eagle here. And look at this place to see if it's a boon that Seela can scout away. It is. So, yeah, I don't want Amiri going into this thing. Because Amiri is not going to have anything to pick this up with. So, yeah. Then that means Amiri will end her turn. If it had been a monster or the barrier, I would have had Amiri go again. I don't need to move anybody, I don't think, so we'll just leave Amiri where she is. And wrap things up. Now, Ezrin's up. Let's get in here. Wisdom or Perception. I mean, he's not that much worse at it than Kira. They both have a D10. She just has like a +1 or a +2 by this point. I think just a +1. So, yeah, let's go again. All this stuff is highlighted, but none of it actually matters. And there's the henchman. Well, could be worse, could be better. What do I roll? Okay, I roll average. So it's going to take some blessings to close this, but it could be worse. I don't think we need Stride and Teleport. So let's discard Stride. Alright, let's use my best spell. And, I mean, if I'm not going to use this now, when am I going to use it? Well, let's take a look. Do I see if I really need to? So I can reveal that, and I can reveal that. Okay, so we're up to 83. What happens when Harsk shoots an arrow? I don't need a Ring of Protection. 98. Yeah, I don't think I need to do that flask. That would be kind of overkill. Alright, so I take another damage. I'm going to recharge... Oh, I should have used the Sleepless Detective first. That was really bad play. I should have used the Super Spyglass before exploring. Anyway, let's go ahead and recharge away Teleport. I just don't think it actually matters in this scenario anymore, because everybody was where they needed to be, and then the middle location is adjacent to all of the stuff. This is not relevant. I don't think that's ever going to matter again. Alright, so it's a really high recharge check, because not only does it start with a pretty high recharge check, but it's harder by 5. Wouldn't have even gotten the easy one, and I take another damage. Well, I guess I don't need the Medusa Mask, so yep, that's gone. The monkey, maybe Ezrin would go again, I'm not sure. Alright, so Wisdom. Can this actually help me with that? Oh, hey, it can. Well, since I don't need the Spyglass anymore, let's get a D8, which is kind of a nice pickup. There's a Wisdom. 83. Alright, we're gonna make it, although the blessings are getting to be in pretty darn short supply. Oh, no, you guys have some... Oh, you got tons of blessings. Goodness me, my. Alright, should I do this? I don't think I need to here. We're already... 96. 96 isn't good enough. No, let's just do that for 99. Make sure nothing wonky happens. I think I've got the blessings to spare. So that's that. And I have to recharge a card. Well, I'm not going to use this on the villain anyways, because the villain's immune to it. So I guess we'll recharge away the bolt. And end the turn. Alright, got a couple of auguries, which, well, how helpful are they really? I guess they're only helpful if I, like, teleported over here. Ha! Remember when I said a teleport wasn't useful anymore? No, wait, what am I talking about? That wouldn't work, because there's already stuff scouted. Alright, so I guess, who's up? Sione? But I think I do want to just pop the quill and do it on this location. Wow, alright, the henchman was at the very bottom, so that was pretty good value, saving a bunch of turns. And the question is, does Sione want to do this? Well, Charisma Diplomacy is kind of her jam, so let's Papa Xantis it up here. Get some cards back, just in case. Then, let's do this. Alright, now this is irrelevant, because she can resist fire. Oh man, she got the maximum increase. Ugh. Okay. Now this is just to block the damage, so I'm not going to do anything. Oh my god, this is going to be a tough one. Harsk, tragically. Well, he's got a chance of making this. I guess we'll just recharge this, because why not? See if we can do it. Yeah, got through thanks to that Black Arrow Ranger. Alright, now for a huge combat check. Well, we're going to bring out the biggest guns here, which I believe is my Poison Blast. 36%. I guess we'll pop this Flask of Force. And Harsk can recharge this, because it matches the top, and she... Oh, yeah, what do we got over here? Oh, yeah, Orb of Ice? Well, I don't know if I need that. Well, actually, yeah, I'd rather use this than use a Blessing. So, yeah, 98%, that'll have to do. Okay, so... Now can I actually close this? I mean, this is the best person I've got for Charisma. And we do have Iomade. I wish I could play both of them, but we'll have to make do. Actually, geez, I don't have that many blessings. Goodness gracious. Is this all I've got? This is all I've got. Has the fire trait. Okay, so we'll use the... Sarenrae could actually help Harsk, though. So yeah, we'll do it like this. 97. Not good enough. I'm going to spend the last blessing, make it 99. Okay, so we got rid of most of the locations. There's just that one location left, which is awkward. Because now I actually wish I'd hung on to teleport as Ezrin. Oh, that was a mistake. Because Ezrin and Kira are on the opposite side of the one open location, so their turns are going to be wasted. Unfortunately. Alright, we've been making this happen all day, though. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some aggressive discarding and get people's blessings back in their hands, because, we need more blessings to close that last location. So Kira, unfortunately, is just stuck here. Can't do anything. I mean, I guess I can do some healing. So who's here? It's her, Sione, and Harsk. So who has the most blessings in the discard? Well, Harsk only has a single card. She has 2 blessings in the discard, and Sione has... Actually, no one even really needs that much healing. Well, might as well do it anyway. I don't think I need strength that much, and I guess I'll do it on herself. Heal up those 2 blessings, and I guess Sunburst could matter. Now, we gotta do some very aggressive discarding. I honestly don't think she needs any weapons, but I guess I'll keep 1. This is an interesting one, because this... I don't think she needs any more. I'm not sure Ezrin's gonna do any more fighting. He's definitely not taking on the villain, because the villain's immune to the attack trait, so... Yeah, I don't need that staff anymore. Alright, we got tons of blessings now. That's good. That's really good. Okay, Harsk is up, and he could go here and attack this blessing of Yabba Dabba Doo. Crap, I screwed this up. I should have... Because my plan was to have Sela scout this away. Let me see. This would be Dexterity 11. His Dexterity is a D8 plus 4. D8 plus 5. So he has to roll a 6 just to get through that. I don't think it's worth doing. So there's no point in him even going over there. He wants to be in a different location from everybody else. So no movement. Let's just Pallegina for a heal on... Is this a blessing? No, it's a Spyglass. Do you have a blessing in here? You have 1, so a 50-50 chance of getting a blessing. So we'll do it on her. Let's take a look at what we got. It was the blessing. Very nice. And then nothing else to do. So I'm going to get rid of his armor because that's not really relevant. The bow could be relevant for the final fight. I want more blessings. And I got some. Now there's that Crown of Charisma that would have been handy. Okay, so this is going to be close. This is Sela's second to last turn, although we have to keep in mind that it might not even make it that far, because if she finds and fails to pick up some more blessings, she could be in a lot of trouble. Let's see who gets healed. Amiri has 1, 2, 3, 4 blessings out of 6. Sela has, well, 1. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's definitely Amiri, even though Sela's missing more cards. That's risky. She's getting kind of low, but she's not going to die. So we'll do Amiri because I want more blessings. And remember, cures shuffle cards in, so those blessings that we get back can, in fact, pop up in Amiri's hand. They don't go to the bottom. Alright, so we got 5 cards left that we have to get through. Hopefully the henchman is not on the very bottom, and hopefully there's no more boons. Alright, there's the henchman. Okay. She's not the best at Constitution Fortitude, and of course we rolled super high on it again, but I think I can make it. I think I can. So, let's do that. And discard a card. I can actually recharge the fire-resistant armor. Nice. And then Amiri doesn't give a shit, because she can just resist that damage. Now here, there's no point in saving the weapon, so let's discard that, and let's flip a card. Oh god, it's the Pallegina bug. Well, nothing I can really do about it. Okay, Harsk shoots the now definitely for sure useless Crown of Charisma. I'm gonna decide about the Black Arrow later. I used Strength, which is great. That was just great. I could use Sunburst on this, which would then trigger Pharasma for 2 dice. Yeah, I think that's worth doing. So it's Sunburst to reduce the combat check by 3, and then that means... Oh, she can't do it! Nobody may play no more than 1 card per check! Oh, okay, well, I guess we're doing... Wait a minute, hold on, this actually is recharging. Nice, so let's recharge that. And I guess you have a bajillion different blessings, so you might as well recharge one of yours. And I'm gonna bury this to get 2 dice from Lemashtu. And yes, I suppose you will play your Pharasma here for 2 more dice. Alright, so closing this is going to be a little bit difficult, but I'm banking on the fact that Kira has this Sarenrae stuff going on. Although, you know what, I might have messed up. I should have not use Sione's last blessing, because now we have a lot of blessings, but a lot of them are in the same hands, which is kind of a problem. Alright, that is Fortitude, so I'll definitely want to use this blessing for 2 dice. She doesn't have the Fortitude skill. Crap. Oh, that's not good. I don't think it's worth it to turn everything into D4s just to get an extra D4. Alright, no one can play any more blessings, or any more spells, to make this a spell type of thing. So... Crap. 79. Boy. 93. I guess I have to play this blessing and make it 98. So we're getting really low on blessings, but I'm not sure how many blessings I really need to defeat the villain. I mean, the villain is just like a high combat check. I don't think it increases by 2d4 in these scenario rules. I don't think it does anyway. Okay, so I know this is cheating a bit because I'm not supposed to have Pallegina, but let's take a look at the scenario rules. A henchman, yeah, it's a henchman from a location. So the villain is just a regular old guy. It's not even hard, I don't think. Okay, so I just go in there and fight the villain. I mean, why not, right? If I fail, then whatever, I just fail. So let's just go in. Hello? Okay. What's happening? Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah. So starts in the location. Henchman on the other locations as usual. Okay. And the location's power is you may not start the scenario here or move here until all other locations are permanently closed. Okay, cool. So now it is Amiri's turn. And I would like to move here. Yeah, because all the locations are permanently closed. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh, it's not adjacent. Oh, I had no idea. Oh my god. I thought this was adjacent to everything. It's a hub, for Christ's sakes. Oh, shit. Well, I guess it's okay. Because there are 7 blessings left, which means Amiri will get another turn. Okay. Jesus Christ, that was freaky. Alright, well, I guess, let's see. So we'll pull over... let me think about this. I'm gonna pull Ezrin over. The reason for that is that Ezrin can actually walk into the middle, and he's got this staff thing, which he can reveal it and discard a spell to decrease the difficulty by your arcane skill, so I think it just should guarantee that final thing. And then Amiri... What's my best weapon? I'm guessing it's the Great Club +3. So we're just gonna get rid of all the stuff that isn't blessings. And not get any blessings. Awesome. Alright. Well then. I could actually get Stride back into my hand and Stride Sela over, but I don't really know what the point of that is. So... let's see here. Let's get rid of all my crap. So I don't need this, or the monkey. Flask of Storm will help. Robe of Runes doesn't really help at all, so I'm gonna actually get rid of it, much as that pains me. Okay, so now we're... Hi, Psyche. How are you?
Fine.
Good. And we're just about to fight the final villain here. Sione's up. Sione definitely does not want to fight the villain. She also does not need to be in the villain's location, so she will do what Ezrin did, and she's actually going to discard her whole hand. And just try to get more blessings, which I assume that there are still some in her deck. Alright, she didn't get any blessings, but she did get scrying. I'm going to just pop the scrying and look at the villain again, just to make sure that there's nothing I've forgotten about him. Now, he's just immune... He's just immune to attack and mental. That's it. It's just a regular old 28, no modifiers, nothing fancy, just a 28 check. Like, I think some of the henchmen I ended up fighting were harder than this. And he just can't use attack traits. Note that weapons do not have the attack trait, only combat spells. So Amiri is totally within her rights to use a weapon. Kira could go and fight him, which would be fine. I'm sure I could do it, but let me just make sure. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, we're going to make it. So let's get rid of this shield. I could actually move her into the... Hold on. Maybe I will actually just have her walk in. Because the Unity of Serenade, I've never actually managed to pull this off. It actually gives an extra die. Oh, no, only non-combat constitution. Nah, I still haven't managed to get, like, the extra die from being at the same location. Okay, well, anyway, then I guess we are going to recharge her hand. She's not going to be fighting. She's not going to be able to play all these blessings anyway, but maybe if she gets, like, a favor. Yeah, there we go. Then that'll work. Harsk definitely does not want to move in because he wants to be away in a different location. Let's get rid of the stuff that is not blessings. So there's a weapon to shoot, and then there's a... Wow, he did not get any blessings. Okay. She is whatever. She's not going to be able to play all these blessings anyhow, so there's no point to her to do anything. So she just ends her turn. And then Amiri, I really hope I didn't frig this up, is going to move into the center for real this time. And let's see. Oh, wait, can I do this? Oh, yeah, this is awesome. This should actually work, right? If I discard it to already able to explore play anyway, yes. To get that sweet, sweet extra 2d6. All right, well, this was actually a lot easier than the last one, even with a monstrous combination of wild cards. However, to be fair, and not, overstate my abilities, the impact of night approaches was minimized. Wait, why can't I do this? To reveal this card and to discard a... Yeah, why not? Why can't... I wonder why this isn't letting me. Am I not here? Yeah, I'm in here. It's kind of weird that it's not letting me do this. It doesn't have the attack trait. When another character attempts a combat check, reveal this card and discard a spell to increase the difficulty. Alright, I don't know why that didn't work. Or I'm not able to play the Flask of Storm, because this doesn't have the attack trait either. It's kind of weird. Huh. Alright, well, whatever. So, let's just play everything else. So, I guess it's not going to be as high of a check as I was expecting. Anyway, the thing I was trying to say is that there's that one... This scenario has fewer locations than usual. And one of them has, like, 6 monsters in it. So, the impact of the... losing a turn every time you fight or every time you fail to pick up a boon thing is minimized because there's just not as many boons as you normally have. Anyway, I think that's all I can do because it's not letting me use Ezrin for some reason. So, yeah, let's roll the dice. Maybe I forgot to move Ezrin in. I don't know. But we're done. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe. And I'll see you again soon. And if you want to see me dither around here, then let's go ahead and do some dithering. Now, in the physical card game, the reward is pretty stupid. You get these Runeforged weapons, which don't go into anyone's deck. They just make it so that when you find transmuters and fight them, you get a bonus 2d4. However, in the digital version, there's a little bit more to it than that. So this is the reward for beating the adventure on Legendary. Reveal this card to add 1d10 to any check to acquire a spell, which is interesting. That's the first blessing I've ever seen that has a reveal effect. I mean, it's not a great effect, but that's something. Bury this card to automatically... Holy bananas! That is ridiculous! Oh, that is so good! Jesus Christ. And you can even treat it like a blessing of the gods. Wow, that is a... Good job, Obsidian. I like it a lot. That is a cool design. Now, I don't think I get it. I think it's just now in the box to find later, but I hope I find it, because that's pretty damn sweet. So anyway, in the digital version, in addition to getting loot, everybody gets some boon, as decided by Obsidian. Which, no? Oh, are you serious? Oh my god, are we all getting Runeforge? Oh my god, never mind. Never mind, no, I guess the digital version is just as shitty as the regular version. I must have seen this before when I played and just forgotten about it, and that's hilarious. So yeah, the thing that makes this annoying is that it's like, okay, so you designed Adventure Deck 6, by the way, this is directed to Paizo, the makers of the original game, not Obsidian. Like, you designed Adventure Deck 6, so if you give this as a reward, you know that all the transmuters will have a bonus 2d4 against them. It's like, this doesn't really feel that satisfying. Okay, let's go ahead and get some cards. So, Sela, I haven't really been having any problems with her getting weapons. I'm just going to go ahead and give another ally here for some extra explores. Miri cannot get any more extra explorations. So the question is between another item or a weapon. I'm going to go ahead and do another weapon now that I have taken all these other card feats. I want to make sure I don't get stuck with that one. Ezrin, Ah, boy, I don't know what I'm going to run out of, allies or items. Well, since Sela took an ally, let's go ahead and do an item. Max those out. Now, you are definitely taking a blessing. We are really having a tough time with blessings, so let's make sure we max out everybody's blessings. Kira's got an interesting situation. I could, of course, just do another ally for bonus explorations. Armor is actually kind of tempting, because there's a lot of stuff that, you know, it just sort of wrecks you. So, part of me wants to get another armor. Of course, there's merits to getting a spell for some extra utility, and a weapon, just so that she has more weapons more often. Let's just do a weapon, although I have to admit, the armor was tempting. Now, for Harsk, I really have not been having a hard time with weapons at all, so we're just going to take another ally for some extra abilities and explorations. So let's do that, and then let's rebuild the deck. So definitely don't want mass agility, and I need an ally. I need a weapon. Didn't really pick up a whole lot of boons here. Maybe that had something to do with them being harder by 5. We did get a death initiate. Well, I mean, I guess I give it to Amiri, or Sela, because I have to at the moment, and that's all that is about. We need a blessing. We have an extra armor, and we need a weapon. Okay, so lots of holes here. This would have been a good time to... Jeez, I wish I could have taken some blessings and stuff, because I basically just get a bunch of weapons and allies, which isn't, like, the greatest, but I've already maxed out my spells and blessings that I wanted. Okay, are there even any really great allies left here? Let's go back to the top. So I can always just do a Mako as a default. This thing, I keep looking at and it just keeps on sucking. Chameleon, okay, that's not very good. Yeah, Gray Gardener. Your charisma or diplomacy check against a monster or an ally. Oh, it can actually be used as a Norgorgogberg. Okay, interesting. That might be a consideration. And I think I've seen all this stuff before. Crud, a lot of people took allies, and we're just gonna get some mediocre stuff. Let's take a look at weapons. Icy Hooked Hammer. That doesn't even seem that good. It's just like a D8 plus 1, basically. Yeah, I'm sure that I have a feeling there's just not that many good weapons left, so I'm not gonna sit here for like half an age and try to like find some good weapon. Yeah. Wounding Spear Axe. So you get a free D8 against villains, I suppose, for just a D8 plus 1. Alright, items. Oh man, I have to look through so many things. Let's just keep it simple and take an Orb of... is there one that it gives me 2 of them? Oh no, those are just a single one. Ah, Firestorm, that's 2 of them. I'm just gonna take it and not think about it too much. And then you get a Blessing. Well, for this I definitely want to take either an Iomade or a Sarenrae to help my Cleric and Paladin. So there's 2 of these in the box. There's 3 of these. So I'm just gonna take an Iomade. I mean, is there like a special Iomade left here? Like a Favor of Iomade or a Doctrine of Iomade or something? Although I don't even want the Doctrines, they just suck. Yeah, I've taken all the Favors. Notice there are no more Favors of Iomade. There's Unity of Iomade. Oh, that's a good one. Yep, let's get that in. Okay, and then Kira gets a weapon, which again, I'm not gonna scroll through all this crud and just pick something that seems decent. Giant Bane Battle Axe. Oh, that's a D6. Gross. Oh, did I really scroll in the direction that doesn't have anything good in it? Is that what happened? 2d4 plus 1. Oh, please. Bastard Sword plus 1. Oh, no, I went in the wrong direction. Alright, let's go back this way. I guess we'll take the one that gets a free die against villains. Not that that's that likely to come up. But unfortunately, there's just nothing super exciting here as far as weapons go. Yes, Wounding Spear Axe. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.